crime. It's in all the news right now. For a long time, we just let criminals do whatever they wanted, and our nation suffered. Now we got a new sheriff in town, and crime's down. Enforcing the law is being enforced.
Now all of you skunks, clear out of here!
The question is, which states are the most criminal-friendly? Now, you can probably guess and get most of them right, but I didn't want to guess. I wanted to run some statistics and some hard data. So of course I asked AI. I ran a prompt into ChatGPT-5. It basically said, give me all the states ranked by capital punishment, the stand your ground laws in each state, which states are illegal immigrant friendly, and how they treat criminal records, meaning do they let people off the hook, do they enforce bail, do they erase records? And it did a really good job. Check this out. Now, before I show you the list of the least criminal-friendly states, I want to show you the list of the FAFO states so you can see that Chat really did a pretty good job. I saw this list and I was like, oh, okay, I'm comfortable with the entire result. Florida, no surprises there. Texas, they enforced the damn law. You knew that. South Carolina, really tough on crime. Wyoming, some good old boys. Of course, South Dakota. Christy Noem's proud of that. Mississippi, no messing around there. Pennsylvania, it's kind of surprising. My state, North Carolina. Don't mess with us, boy. Montana, of course. And Idaho, of damn course, too. All these states are red states except Pennsylvania, and they might be red again soon. But these states have harsh death penalty laws, stand your ground laws, and they don't let people off the hook. FAFO. Now the part you guys want to see, which states suck for enforcing the law. Well, we're going to begin right here at number 10, Colorado. So why did Colorado rank so high? Well, in Colorado, it's all about rehabilitation and leniency. They allow like any drug now. And I know this firsthand. I sat and talked to people that were dealing fentanyl right on the downtown street. You can't go to jail for drugs here now. Come on now. You rob somebody in Colorado, you get a clean slate after 5 years. And they don't have the death penalty here. At least they have a no duty to retreat law here. So they're somewhat sensible, right? Number 9 is Maryland. I could have guessed that. Baltimore's just a complete shit show with crime anymore. Criminals run the show here. And they don't have the death penalty here either. Got rid of it in 2013. Maryland just passed a law that said if you skip probation or violate your parole, you can still have your criminal records erased. What the hell? In Baltimore, kids just get a slap on the wrist. They emphasize diversion programs for kids like counseling, community service. Well, does that work? Not for most of these kids. I mean, Baltimore's consistently been one of the most violent places in the country. Remember the time I almost got carjacked here?
We can get it all done.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Now, Chicago is just a mess, which sucks because the rest of the state's pretty sensible, but Chicago's so bad that Donald Trump's talking about sending the National Guard in. He should. Illinois has a really high number of criminal records that get expunged, like the 7th highest in the country. In a stricter state, like Texas or Florida, first-time misdemeanor, it might stay on your record forever. They don't just throw it out. FAFO indeed. So you commit a crime in Illinois, they might just forget about it. Over and over. What do you think that means to a criminal, right? Especially, they have no cash bail in Chicago anymore. The Attorney General, her name was Kim Foxx. She let thousands of people off the hook for shoplifting, selling drugs, vandalism. Rhode Island? Nobody ever talks about Rhode Island crime, do they? Well, Rhode Island actually has some of the lowest violent crime in the country. Its justice system emphasizes treatment, shorter sentences and record clearing rather than putting people in prison for a long time. Their argument is we have low violent crime, not because we don't punish people, but because we have good schools, we have good mental health care, and a strong community, and a low poverty rate. So their lenient policies don't translate into high crime. I guess I'm learning something. Rhode Island got rid of their death penalty. Last time they executed somebody was 1845. Damn. Actually, all these states we're going to talk about don't have the death penalty anymore. Hey, girl. We need to punish people, but we don't need to kill them. Maybe we should spank them instead. A good spanking sends a message. Well, super gay cop, we need to do more than that. Some will say that people aren't afraid of circumstances anymore. Excuse me, what? Fuck around and find out with me tonight, bitch. That's all I'm saying, girl. Delaware? Joe Biden's home. Well, Wilmington's a complete crap show with crime. I drove through there one time. It's super bad. Nothing new here in Delaware. They let kids off the hook. They don't enforce drug laws. And there's no stand your ground laws here either. So 76% of criminals in Delaware that were let out, they got rearrested within 3 years. 2/3 of criminals here that were unpunished, they were rearrested all over again and sent to prison. They never learn. New York City is just crazy. You knew that. There's a bunch of good cops here. They want to do their jobs, but the sanctuary city policies, the catch and release, it makes it hard for cops to do their job. So more and more, we're actually seeing citizens maintaining order here. Right here, this is the latest example of just regular folks taking law into their own hands. Because, well, they're like, the justice system isn't doing it. I'm starting to see this more and more on social media. People handling things themselves. Good for you, people. And then there's Zoran Mamdani, the socialist guy running for mayor. He says he wants to abolish enforcement of all misdemeanors, shoplifting, drug possession, DUI. Just, you're off the hook. Don't worry about it. Oh my God, can you imagine? So most of New Jersey is just fine. And then you have places like Camden that feel like hell on earth. And then there's Atlantic City, Trenton, Patterson. Now New Jersey will say, we don't have overcrowded prisons. Well, that's because the judges let people out without bail. There's parts of New Jersey that feel like they're the most lawless places in the country. Something else that I learned when doing all this research was there's 19 states that give illegal aliens driver's licenses. No questions asked. New Jersey's one of them. Since illegal alien drivers are in the news right now, I thought you'd think that was interesting too. Do the crime and don't do the crime in Connecticut. They wipe records at the 5th highest rate in the country. But then again, they have some of the lowest violent crime rates. Well, that can be explained. I mean, the state has high education, high income levels. Turns out smart, rich people don't commit a lot of crimes. Neither do healthy ones. And then same thing with Massachusetts. It's one of the richest, healthiest, most educated states of all. They have the highest number of criminal records expunged of all states. Apparently, they just wipe all criminal records.
If they don't want to enforce the law, I'll do it.
I think you might be missing the point, Mappy. Maybe it's the type of people that are making us miserable, not the law enforcement part. Perhaps we need to focus on rehabbing folks and counseling them and educating them, not just throwing everybody in jail.
Sheltered kids are weak and soft. They all vote for liberals.
Now the most criminal-friendly state in all the land. Tim Walz's place. No shocker here. Minnesota hasn't had the death penalty since 1911. Of course, they harbor all the illegal immigrants, and they're super lenient on letting criminals off the hook. Don't worry about it. If you guys commit a crime, you're fine. Some people do wrong here, and nobody ever hears about it. They defunded their police. They just had a terrible school shooting. They're the only state that voted for Walter Mondale. Ugh. Of course, we all remember what happened in Minneapolis in 2020. They pretty much let their city burn down. Minneapolis is truly a sanctuary city. They give illegal criminal aliens a free pass every day. No surprises there. So here's the entire spreadsheet. Other states that don't enforce the law much are Maine, Virginia, New Mexico, Hawaii, and Washington. All blue states. No surprises there. Now, something else that I learned by looking at all this is you got to have a good home, strong role models in schools, and good mental health support. All of that can dramatically reduce crime. Kids just need role models. You don't need to throw everybody in jail. Sometimes. Not all the time. Are you looking to move and need advice? I do consulting. That's right. I'll sit down and talk about where the next perfect place for you and your family should be. I do it all the time. Together, let's find you a new home that's safe and checks all your boxes. And I can also help you find your new house, too. Email me and I'll work with you on not just helping you figure out where to move, but I can help you find your perfect home, too. That's right. I know awesome, reliable agents all over the country, and I'd love to connect you to somebody who can help you search for that perfect home. And if you want to buy some Mappy gear, click the store link on my homepage. From there, you can check out the latest merch. There's hoodies, coffee cups, stickers, and shirts. Show off how much you love Mappy and support the channel. And I'm on Cameo too. If you want me to send you or somebody you know a personalized video message, go to Cameo and search Nick Johnson YouTube. It's fun.
Hey YouTube world, I'm Sage, Nick's manager. You've enjoyed a Corner House Entertainment production, so watch another one.
Hey guys, if you learned something new about America or what it's like to live in America, great. You should think about subscribing and turning on your